to It's All About Taste, the podcast that the F&B professional on the go has to know. I'm Champa, I'm the junior editor of Cuisine and Wine Asia, and your host for this season of It's All About Taste, powered by Wellbuilt. Now today we're here to talk about sustainable living and meals. It's something that we inculcate in everyday life, but do we actually notice the efforts that other places such as hospitality and restaurants bring in? With me is Tumi Do, social media expert and world traveler, and the chef Shannon Batten, executive chef of
Morning.
Voco Singapore. Welcome everyone. Okay, so we're here to talk about sustainable living and meals. So let's just talk about it from a hospitality point of view first. So chef, how do you educate your staff as well as the general public on inculcating a sustainable living within the hotel itself?
Well, I think firstly, the most important thing is the product that you're using, the knowledge that you have about the product. Within our kitchen, we try and use local, sustainable, MSC, ASC as much as we can. It's the first thing we look for when we're making menus. So doing this on a constant means that the guys it's always in their head. So they're always thinking about sustainability.
Yeah, and you guys are also, I understand that you guys are also doing plant-based meats as well, like making it more inclusive.
Yeah,
yes.
we've been doing it for about a year or so now, but everything's becoming more accessible, a better quality. So it means that what you put on the menu is a better product. So you tend to find that the guests are enjoying it and trying it a lot more now.
Okay. Do you notice these sort of efforts when you go traveling? Because I know you travel all the time. So it's like, but then when you go overseas to different hotels and whatnot, do you often notice these sort of things that a hotel is putting out?
So usually when I travel, I don't on purpose look for sustainable hotels or sustainable restaurants, but I do appreciate when I go to the restaurant or the hotel if they talk about sustainability. But then again, most of the people don't understand what sustainable hotels or sustainable restaurants. So it's also a marketing gimmick, right? So I do appreciate it more when the staff actually explains what they actually do to make it sustainable. So like, for example, like, hey, like our staff are all locals. We don't hire too many foreigners. That's, for example, also part of hotel sustainability. What you see in the hotel room, like I do notice it, like our bottles, like all glass or like they give plastic bottles. That's also part of hotel sustainability. And then at the restaurants, also the same thing, right? Like if they talk about where they actually get their produce, then it's real sustainability, because otherwise it's just saying to say it for marketing. So it's a story if the staff actually tells the story of why it's mentioned that this dish is sustainable or why the restaurant is sustainable.
So does that happen a lot, like when your staff are out there introducing and educating the guests themselves? Do you think that they are talking about it with the full idea that they are actually enjoying talking about it?
Yeah, I think so, because you need to buy into it. Otherwise, it just doesn't sound real. So front and back of house in our hotel is really educated on this. I mean, our hotel Voco is actually very big in sustainability. So it's not just in the food, but in the front of house, back of house, rooms. It's very conscious within. So it is extremely important that your team and your staff really know what they're talking about.
But does it get a little bit too complicated? Like sometimes you get thrown a lot of like jargon towards and then you get worried that maybe the guests won't understand.
I guess there's a possibility of this. I mean, if you try and keep it simple and you talk about I think it's where you can really impact in the conversation. It's talking about the things that really people will hold on to and to remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's turn back to in a general form your daily lives. How are you guys inculcating sustainability in your own lives? Like, do you guys eat healthier every once a week, or do you guys make sure that you recycle and compost and do stuff like that all along the lines?
Well, for me, it's super hard to be sustainable. Like the fact that I travel a lot, I'm the worst sustainable person in the world. So already starting there is like super difficult. But in terms of daily life,
it's a matter of integrating it slowly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm bad at for the earth while traveling, at least at home, every time I go out, I have my bags. Like never take the grocery bags. Even like going to the hawker, this is like the weirdest thing. Everyone thinks it's weird. I bring a Tupperware.
Yeah.
So always like having the Tupperware. And it does saves me 30 cents, right? Instead of paying the extra 30 cents.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a little impact, but like, why not, right? What else do I do? Mugs, coffee mugs. So I always carry the coffee mug. Today I forgot it, but it's okay. They have glass mugs where I am right now. So happy days. So that's like a little step as well for it. So like little steps, like don't pressure yourself. Like I don't think anyone should pressure themselves. It's like little steps. We cannot be perfect.
Do it every little bit that you can. What about you, Chef?
Yeah, for me, I've been in New Zealand, where I come from. We've been doing this sort of thing for many years. So recycling's huge. We separate everything at home: plastic, glass, tin. Even we look at our water consumption. When we go to the supermarket, I have a little baby, so we just jam everything into the bottom of the basket, so we don't use plastic at all. So yeah, we're really conscious of it. We're really conscious of it. I mean, I think it's extremely important. So it's kind of it really becomes natural when you think about it very constantly.
Okay, so thank you so much for that discussion on that. So we've come to the end of the interview segment for this. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank the team at Wellbuilt for helping us out with this wonderful venue. I'd like to thank our guests for being here today to talk to us about sustainable living. And I'd like to thank the chef for today's segment for cooking us such a wonderful meal. So on behalf of everyone at Cuisine and Wine Asia, I'd like to say thank you, stay positive, stay curious, and stay hungry. Bye!
See you later.
Bye.